Hi everyone, this is my next video in the series on how municipal government works. And this video is actually on location. For no other reason, I have my laptop, I'm bored, and I have a video due Monday or Tuesday, and I'm waiting for my girlfriend in Montreal, in the north part of Montreal, Montreal North. So this video is on municipal officers, councils, and their roles. Well, let me begin by prefixing a few different things, and we'll talk about 3 different roles with this one so I can see a little bit better. The first role we'll be talking about is the role of the mayor. And let me begin by saying there's really 2 different ways to look at the role of the mayor in municipalities. The first is what's called a weak mayor model. So in these municipalities, the mayor is by far the weak, just another member of council, sometimes not even a member of council, but a spokesperson. Usually these models, the mayor is rather, elected directly or chosen from among the members of the council. In either way, the mayor does not possess a great deal of political power, and the mayor, in fact, is really just the symbolic figurehead. The other way to look at mayors is a strong mayor. And a strong mayor is what we're used to saying, especially in the States, where the mayor is very strong politically, has some cases veto powers over resolutions of council, and is more of an executive than the weak mayor model. And in Canada, we really see somewhere in the middle. So the municipal acts, most municipal acts, well, no municipal act in Canada actually give the mayor a veto power over decisions of council. Most of them says the mayor is the chair of council. Very few municipalities has given really many powers to the mayor rather than the symbolic head. And some places give the mayor chief executive officer powers. Ontario, we have that. But then they define chief executive officer powers, and they're actually very weak chief executive officer powers, and they're what's been going on in common law since the Baldwin Act, really. So you have these 2 different extremes, and Canada's usually, as Canada is, somewhere in the middle. So that raises the question that most people raise, well, who does have the power in municipalities? Well, the truth is there's a number of different people who do. The council of municipality is extremely important in the administration of the municipality. Some have even argued that the council of the municipality is both a legislative body and an executive body, wherein they are responsible for making the day-to-day management decisions of the council, which is an executive function, and they are also responsible for the really the legislature function of passing bylaws and ordinances and making extreme policy decisions. So you have that. Different places accords different roles to council. Every province is different, but usually you see the council being given powers to make bylaws or ordinances, really do the functions. Council in most provinces is the only one that can actually direct staff. The mayor can't. And you see, as a result of the Bellamy inquiry in Ontario, that it's very clear that any mayor that tries is walking in a very dangerous ground. So that's really what you see for mayor and council. Then you have in municipalities, you have a few very senior staff members who are quite a bit more important than any other staff member of any other level of government when you look at their function. Probably the most famous is the chief administrative officer, also called city manager or city administrator. And their function is a general management one. They're usually hired and fired by council, and there's usually some sort of term and limits to their appointment. A second one you see the city clerk. The city clerk really is the memory of the city, if you want to do it that way. All provinces, the city clerk, town clerk, municipal clerk is responsible for taking city council minutes, running the council election. Quebec actually does it, but I believe no other provinces. Maybe the territories might, but I can't remember. But yeah, the city clerk's usually the one responsible for the elections. Ontario, they are the chief electoral officer. And they usually have some vital statistics function. In some places, they're given the right to marry people. Other places, not so much, but usually have some sort of basics, vital statistics function. The third is the municipal treasurer, in some places a municipal tax collector treasurer, and their job is to keep the accounts and help council making policy decisions for the budget. And all three of these officers are usually in statute. Ontario has very specific statutes for all three. Most other provinces do as well. And they're actually quite a bit more important to the organization of the municipality than other levels of government, because when you look at it, most municipal politicians are not full-time politicians. Most mayors aren't even full-time politicians, and staff members do pick up a majority of the work and do a lot of the leg work for policy decisions of council. So I think that's my video on municipal officers and councils and mayors. I can't remember what my next video is. I don't have internet access here, so my next video in this series would probably be next week. I might put something out at the end of the week. I'm not sure what my next video is. I do appreciate people's feedback on this. If there's some topic you want to know about, please just let me know. You can always message me on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter. If you know what my Facebook account is, you can add me. You can message me on Facebook. I don't advertise my Facebook account, so it's not something that I'm going to put on my YouTube. But I do put my Twitter account out there, and you can always message me on Twitter. You can always message me on Facebook, on YouTube. If you can figure out what my Facebook account is, because you may know me or someone who I know, add me, and you can always message me there too. But I really enjoy comments, really enjoy video responses, and I may be doing a ask you a question coming up. So if you have a question for me, just send it in, and I'll take a look at it. Okay?